What's going on, everybody? This is Sean, Detroit Disney Duo, and this is Sean's Stories. It's the somewhat daily vlog. That's right. Anyways, so I haven't been making a video in quite some period of time, a couple of weeks maybe, but here I am again, following up with you guys, making another vlog. Anyhow, so I have a few things right here written in my planner. That's right. So some topics that I've written down that I want to talk about today. Before we get started, if you can, just subscribe to our channel. You turn on the notifications. That way, that you support the channel. Just it's free. Go ahead and knock down the notification button. That's right. And the subscribe button. Anyhow, so it's a great day. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. It is going to be cold in the D. So that will make it even more of a an excuse to really, really cuddle and get real close to that special person that you're taking out for Valentine's Day. I think it's going to be in the 20s. And then next week it's going to be in the 50s. I cannot wait for it to be in the 50s. It's almost gonna be like a miniature heat wave for a couple of days, unbelievably. But I cannot wait for it to be 50. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might have to go outside, get in my suntan lounging chair, and have a great time. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But talking about warmer temperatures, I wonder if that groundhog, Poxitani Phil, was actually wrong. Now, I did mention that Poxitani Phil did make a prediction that we would have six more weeks of winter. But I wonder, was he wrong? I mean, he could be wrong. He's only 30%, 36% of the time right. So that means the other 67% of the time he's wrong. He's wrong a lot more than he is right. This Poxitani Phil groundhog. But it is what it is. But I have to say, I'm seeing a lot more 40s and 50s and then the 8 to 14 day forecast for Michigan says it's going to be above normal temperatures, which is really, really great. I cannot wait. So tomorrow is the Super Bowl in Las Vegas, Nevada. I have there is going to be a Detroit special. First of all, we have Matt Stafford, who just left Detroit, playing in the Super Bowl. That is really, really awesome. Then we're also going to be having Eminem at the halftime show, who is bringing another Detroiter, who is Sean Forbes from the deaf community. He's a deaf rapper. He too is going to be part of the halftime show. Detroit is bringing it to Las Vegas. It's going to be really awesome. I hope that Matt Stafford wins the Super Bowl. It'd be something that he really, really deserves. He's a great quarterback. So yeah. So talking about temperatures one more time. These days are getting longer and longer, and I can't wait till March. I think it's like March the 13th, when March the 13th is when we basically spring ahead the time and we get more light. Now, we don't really get more light. We have the same amount of light that we've been getting gradually, but we spring it ahead really fast. Make it later in the evening by springing ahead the time. So that means on March the 13th, that means that we're really going to have light until about 8 o'clock at night. It's going to be really great, especially for those people who are working all day long and who have been working till 5:30, 5 o'clock in the evening, and then they're coming out and it's like really dark still, or they don't have very much light. Now it's going to be, in a month, it's going to be great, and we're almost there. It's only 30 days away, and every day we're gaining like 2 to 3 minutes of daylight. So I cannot wait till March the 13th. That's something great. So also in June, and I cannot wait for this too. My daughter is going to be graduating from high school, believe it or not. And I've been thinking about this quite a bit. It's going to be a great thing. She's going to be an alumni of the very same high school that I went to. Now, the funny thing is, she's already called me Al Bundy. Dad, you're Al Bundy. What are you talking about? That's because I was part of a team that won a football trophy, and then she calls me Al Bundy, even though I'm not Al Bundy. I swear, I don't even look like him, and I'm not a shoe sales person. So I'm not Al Bundy. And my wife is not Peg. I promise you that. But she's going to be graduating class of 2022. It's going to be really nice. I don't have to drive and drop her off anywhere in the morning. I get to sleep in. That's going to be great. I cannot wait. I get to sleep in. Finally. It's great. Even though, I didn't mind getting up every single morning. It's like a daily routine. So now I'm just going to get up and I'm going to be like, what do I have to do today in the morning time? Even though other than work, do I have to drive somewhere? No, it's just going to be great. I cannot wait. Yes. But I hope that graduating school is a big thing. And for any high schooler to get out and graduate, it's a great thing. It's a great achievement. And the future has lots of hold. So anyways, that's coming up in June. And I cannot wait. I think I'll say that one more time. So the Olympics are going on right now. Everybody knows the Olympics are going on in China. And here's something to remember. The CBS shows do not return till February 22nd. I'm like, what the heck? February 22nd. I have to wait. I'm almost crying. I'm on withdrawal symptoms because CBS, all of my shows don't even come out until the 22nd of February. I'm like, what the heck is going on, CBS? Why is it that ABC, NBC, CBS, all the rest of the networks, except CBS, all of them are continuing on to have programming, and the Olympics are not even on CBS? CBS, why? Why are you making us wait? Why? I don't get it. So I have to wait for NCIS, Bull. By the way, Bull, if you're a CBS watcher, I can tell you, Bull is, if you didn't hear the news, this is the last season of Bull. I don't know what Michael Weatherly is going to do. There's been some hint and speculation that he may return to NCIS. We'll have to wait and see. My favorite show, which is SEAL Team, has moved off the air and it is now on Paramount Plus on its own, coming out. It comes out every Sunday. They're actually done for the season. Season 5, I think it was season 5 is over. And I'm very sad because it made me very emotional at the end of season 5. If you have not seen it already, I mean, I'm sure if you watched the show, you've probably watched it already. But in the last episode, they're there, and then a bunch of rockets, RPGs are headed their way, and the ground blows up, and then that's it. We don't know who's living or who's not. I was very sad. It was very intense and emotional, and the show, and I was like, oh, and it made me cry. I'm serious. I get emotional sometimes, especially TV shows. But yeah, we'll have to wait for SEAL Team to return. I cannot wait for it to return. And there's a lot of things I cannot wait for it to return. So that's one of them. Anyways, talking about online like Paramount Plus, I've been thinking about this. I'm not really sure if I could do it or not. I've been thinking about cutting the cord. What does that mean? Getting rid of cable. Can I do it? And is it really worth it? So I've been thinking about this. And you have a lot of things that I have Netflix, and you have Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, CBS, and they get the Peacock. You got all these different online HBO Max, which is going to be they're now merging with Discovery, so they're going to have like Discovery Plus or something, Warner Discovery or whatever it's going to be called. All these different little things that you can subscribe to. ESPN. Is it If you add all of those up, you almost get to the point where you're like, maybe I should just keep TV, right? Um, I don't know. Plus, if you completely cut the cable, then you're not going to be able to watch a lot of those shows the day that they come out. That's number one. Number two is that you lose local programming. Now you'll be able to. I mean, a lot of TV stations these days they're on Facebook, and you get to watch some things, and you can go online and read all the news anyways. So, are you really missing the news? Which I'm not. I'm not a fan of the news these days, and even the local news. I mean, it just gets kind of depressing. So I'm just gonna have to wait and see. Just pan it out. Do I cut the cord eventually, or do I not? I don't know. I do know that the Direct TV, which I get, does have the NFL ticket, and then you have the baseball programming coming out, and then I'm going to subscribe to that, so I can watch baseball constantly and continually. But yeah, I have to see what happens. Those are some thoughts that I have running around in my head. Yeah. So a lot is going on. So also, if you did not know, here at the Detroit Disney Duo, we have a couple of things that I've been trying to launch off. First of them is the Disney Dish. It's supposed to be every week. I was doing it on Tuesdays. I haven't made one recently, but it's a Disney Dish where I talk about Disney news just once a week. Once a week, Disney news, one night, live here on YouTube. That's right, bringing you things that I find about Disney news and sharing them, so you can see the pictures and go over them, and news and views about Disney once a week. Secondly, the Disney News Minute, which is I'm going to start those back up. Basically the Disney News Minute is what it is. It's a short about something that I see on Disney, some Disney news, and I'm like, blah, I just got to get it out there and tell everybody about it and what my opinion is, or something like that, and just talk about it for about 1 minute, and that's it. That's it. The Disney Minute. It's really cool, I think, and it's really great. And I'm going to be doing a lot more of those shorts of those Disney minutes because I think it's important. People can keep up with the Joneses of the Mickey Mouse world and whatnot. So those are some things that I'll be working on in the future, including trying to keep up with Sean's stories, my stories, the stories of Sean. Trying to give my insights about all sorts of, well, just life in general. And then as the winter breaks around here and it's not so frigidly cold, I plan on going other places, not just here. Not just here. Anyways, so that's the future of what's going to be happening in the future. There are no there is those are the plans. Stan, I swear these are the plans. And yeah, so tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Just remember, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Do not forget, especially for that special woman or man that you're there for. And yeah, maybe it's a Hallmark holiday for you. Maybe it's not. I don't know. That's up to you. But it is Valentine's Day. Now, if you did not know this, a quick, interesting tidbit about Valentine's Day, and I spent some time in Okinawa, Japan, is that in Okinawa, the time, the it Valentine's Day is for the men, actually. If you did not know this, and then later on they have something for the women. So on Valentine's Day in Japan, all the women get the men something, and then later on there's another holiday. I forget the name of the holiday. Somebody could put it in the comment section below. But anyways, in Japan, the other holiday is when the men get the women something, and that's like a month. It's in March. like March the 14th. I don't remember it off the top of my head. But anyways, it's very, very interesting. Anyhow, so that's all that's going on. I appreciate everybody watching, and keeping up here with the channel, and I appreciate all of the support. And go ahead, if you can, just go ahead and mash that subscribe button. And for now, we'll see you real later. And for now, over and out.